Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Savannah, and today we are back in Newcrest. I decided to do a school today on Sandy Run. It's classified in my game as a library, so that it's still usable. But I don't know, I kind of like building things that aren't really necessarily like needed for The Sims, like schools and stuff. Just because I think it's kind of fun to like do something a little bit bigger. This is a really small school. I didn't include like a gym or any kind of like other sports stuff because there's just not really any space. I almost forgot to put a cafeteria in. Almost thought I wasn't gonna have space for a cafeteria, but I did. So that's good. The backyard of the school, where the recess area is very sad, very pathetic, but it's okay. I don't know, I just was really feeling making this school. I don't know why, it's just something I wanted to do. I had a lot of fun making the theater. I kind of want to make when the Snowy Escape pack comes out and you can do the different floor levels, I want to make a big theater, because then I can actually make a stage and stuff, and I think that'd be really fun. I was very inspired by the little theater that I made for this school, so hopefully when that comes around, I'm really excited for that pack. I've been watching all the stuff about it and it looks so good, which is really exciting because the last couple packs have been a little meh. I didn't get nifty knitting because I just wasn't interested in it. It didn't add enough to the game, I don't think. I think I'd probably have one sim knit once and then forget about it. And then Journey to Batu isn't really what I'm looking for in my Sims content. Which, I like Star Wars, don't get me wrong. But I just don't think that it makes sense to add it to The Sims. Also, I really liked those lights, the detective lights from Get to Work. I think they looked a lot like school lights, but they don't make enough light, so I used these ones because that's just how it has to be, I guess. But yeah, I really like Star Wars, and I think it would have been cooler to make a separate game like Sims Medieval, except it's The Sims Star Wars. I think they could have done a lot more with that. I think it'd be a cool way to get people that are interested in Star Wars but don't know if they'd really be interested in The Sims to try it out, whereas I think if you're trying to get new people to be playing The Sims, putting out a pack to make them have to buy one The Sims and then also that pack, I just don't think that's really going to do it, and I don't think that the core audience of The Sims 4 are people that have been really screaming from the rooftops how much they love Star Wars, so I don't really know what they were thinking. I don't really know how well it did. All I've mostly heard is that people don't like it, but I do know people that do like it, so I just know that I'm not interested in it. But Snowy Escape looks amazing. It looks gorgeous. The world looks beautiful. From what I've seen, the builds look really good. I'm really excited about all the stuff that's being I just feel like there's so much gameplay opportunities with it. I think that's really important, is to be able to play with it a lot. Which is why there's so many packs that I don't want and didn't get, or waited a really long time to get because they just didn't seem like they'd offer enough to me. I never got Strangerville, even though I think Strangerville looks cool. I just didn't feel like buying it because I knew I was only going to play it once and then never play it again. So I don't have that pack. I'm also using my microphone differently today. I don't know if it sounds any different. Changed some stuff up in my recording here, so I hope it doesn't sound weird. Also, my throat is kind of scratchy. I'm getting a little sick again, I think. It happens so much. Once the winter comes, I'm sick every other day. It's so annoying. Also, I just made one classroom and copy and pasted it to all of them. I was feeling a little lazy, I think, when I was building this. I don't know. I just like, I also really wanted to, I could have sworn there was like a whiteboard for some reason. Maybe it's in debug and I didn't look in debug for this build. Maybe that's what it is. But I could have sworn there was a whiteboard. But yeah, I just used this one classroom, copy and pasted it for all the other classrooms. There's also a lab. On the upstairs where the library is. This is me deleting a bunch of doors because I'm dumb and copied a bunch of doors everywhere. But yeah. Just broke my nail. Oh, this is the theater. I think it came out really well. It took me a little while to figure out how exactly I wanted it to be. But it's okay. I figured it out and I think it looks cool. That little tiny fence there is what I usually use when I'm making like stages and stuff when I've built like theaters in the past. But I'm really excited for the split level floors. This is my booth. It took me a little while to get the booth down. I really liked the way this looked, but then there was something else that I ended up putting in the booth that I think looked better, because I think this looks like too fancy and the other thing has a little bit less stuff on it. And you know, it's a public school. They don't got the fanciest booth in the world. All these fun lights. And then I wanted to throw some stuff in the wings to be like props and stuff. I ended up putting like a little set in the back. I really wanted a shelf, and I don't know why. Like, I ended up not having a shelf and just kind of like threw all this stuff over there, which like makes more sense in my opinion. And then I remembered, oh wait, I have Get Famous. I can just throw props in, like actual props. So that's what I ended up doing. That's how I got the set. It took me a little while to figure out exactly what I wanted, but we got there and that's what matters. Yeah, then I tried this for the booth and I was like, oh no, that doesn't work. But I really like the way this little theater came out. I wanted that to be just a little bit higher, and then I realized later on that it'd be hitting the ceiling if it went up any higher, which is why it wouldn't let me be going through the ceiling. This is the main office. I use this window because it kind of looks like it's a sliding window, so that the receptionist or whoever's sitting there can like open the window and like talk to someone that comes up. Oh, there's also no nurse's office. I was thinking about putting a nurse's office, but then I was like, I don't have enough space. It's too small of a lot. Sandy Run isn't that big. A lot of these like lots on this strip aren't very large, but I didn't want to put the school in one of my residential spaces because I already have all that planned out and I didn't want to move stuff around too much, so I put it over here. Also, this floor from bowling whatever tack, that's the most school floor looking thing I've ever seen. It's pretty ugly, and I love that. I decided that the school's color was red. I don't know why. This is the lab for upstairs. With more desks and everything there. Put them in backwards at first by accident, but that's okay. And yeah, it's a pretty simple little school. I didn't put too much effort into it. Like I said, I copy and pasted all the classrooms. But like, I think it's pretty nice. I think it'd be fun for like, if you were doing some sort of like scripted thing and you needed to have like teens or children in a school, you could use it as like a set pretty easily. I'm thinking about making some like scripted story type videos. I just have to like write them out. Also, I really don't know what I was doing in this corner. Please ignore everything I'm doing in this corner. It looks so dumb. It's not even near the door. Who am I? But anyways, I'm thinking about doing some scripted story stuff. I just have to write the scripts. I have a few ideas. I don't know. I don't have much more to say on that, I guess. I just, if you have any tips on how to get Sims to do what you want them to do, that would be helpful, because it is so frustrating making your Sims like, oh my gosh, when I'm trying to get my Sims to do anything, they're like, no, I'm gonna have a grilled cheese and burn the house down. And it's like, no, I wanted you to not do that. I wanted you to do literally anything else. So hopefully, you guys have some good tips on how to get your Sims to not act a fool. I wanted to put a fence around the back, but I couldn't figure one out. Also, there was no space for basketball court. I was originally going to do that, and then I wasn't going to make the building any smaller. Got a little sign for the school, and, you know, that's about it. I threw some bushes down, but, like, there wasn't much more room for landscaping, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, it's just a little school. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!